everyone. So we're just going to start with some very, very gentle warming up exercises. Okay, so we're going to sit right down, glutes on your heels. We're going to take a big deep breath in. We're going to breathe out. All the way down, put it on one more time. Sitting right back. Big deep breath in. And all the way down. Okay, we're just going to pull one arm across the other. 3, 2, and 1. We'll change. 3, 2, and 1. We'll just get the triceps. We'll change. And big deep breath in. Stretch this side. To the other side. And all the way down. Okay, just going to rotate the head and the neck. We change. Right back into the center. Look right up. And all the way down. So just going to stretch out the legs a tiny little bit as well. So we're going to get the inside of the leg first. So you can just stretch it out gently. Feel a nice stretch on the adductor. And change. Keep your back nice and straight. Okay. And just do our calves. I'm just going to pump them out very, very gently until the heel is just touching off the ground. So basically just going to watch our back and stretch out our hamstring. Point the toe right down to your face and release. 2 and 3, we change. 1, 2 and 3. We're going to pull the knee right in to the chest. We'll change. And we're going to stretch out our quads as well. Okay, so onto your side. And put it right up. We're going to change. Next, we're just going to stretch out our glutes. So put your knee right across your body. Knee into your chest. That's it, you change. Alright. Okay. So this is week 1 of our 20-week progression. So we're going to start with some very, very gentle core work. Right, and then over the weeks we're going to split it up bit by bit by bit by bit. Alright, so it's really prehab classes rather than anything else. Okay, it's not for aesthetic purposes. So we're going to make sure that we're building up our most important muscles for running. Okay, so we're going to start with the quadruped. So the way we're going to do it today is we're going to do just 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Okay, so the quadruped, we're facing right down. So your belly button. Okay, so making sure that you're not letting your pelvis drop down like that. Suck it right in, and opposite arm, opposite leg. So this is our movement right here, nice and slow and deliberate. And opposite to opposite. You're trying to keep your leg and your arm dead straight, and we're using our glutes to pull up our leg. Okay, so we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. So right arm, left leg, down nice and slowly. The only thing that should be moving is your arm and your leg. Nothing else should move at all. So you bring it right up until you can feel your glutes activated. Do one more on each side. Okay, our next one is a dead bug. So a dead bug, we're lying face up, our knees and our hips in the tabletop position right here, hands directly above our shoulders, and same idea again, except this time we're face up. So right arm and left leg, and nothing else moves at all. So nice and slow. Really, really slow. Left arm, right leg. All the way down. And change. We're just doing one more on each side. Good. She starts to feel her core working really hard now just to keep you in this position. Alright. Our next one after this is our leg circles. Okay, so again, same position as the bottom of the bed. Really sucking in that belly button. So this time we're just bringing out one leg at a time. We're going to rotate it. Big circle. and just change the direction. And we're going to switch legs. And from the front, it looks like this. Leg dead straight. That's it. Alright, so we're going 3, 2, 1. So bring leg right out. Big, big circle. Try not to move any other part of your body at all. And let's change direction. So we're covering all our glute muscles here with this movement. And again, if you keep it really, really slow and controlled, you get much more benefit from it. And one more on each side. Alright. The next one is our oblique press. So oblique press is really, really similar to a dead bug. Alright, except this time we're actually going to use our opposite hand to make sure that our knee isn't moving in any way. Okay, so this other hand isn't doing anything at the moment. Come across my chest, and all I'm going to do here is 5 in a row with my right leg. So I'm going to press really hard with my right hand against my left leg, really hard so this knee doesn't come up at all. Okay, so press really hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, you can really feel my core working over time here now. Okay, so let's change around. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, our next one is our glute medius activation. So our glute medius is our pelvic stabilizer right here, just behind your hip, about 1.5 inches behind your hip bone right here, and really essential for maintaining your form and making sure that everything's working the way it should be around this area, rather than concentrating on weaker lower leg muscles. Okay, so tiny little muscle, but really, really important. So same position again as we've done already, and we're going to bring it out, and we're just going to do 5 in a row on this side right here, making sure there's a 90-degree angle at your knee joint. You're trying to come up as high as you can. You feel that little muscle working. So what we're doing here is activation. We'll change it. 3, 4, and 5. Alright, our next one is our flutter kick. Now this is just going to be an introduction into our flutter kick. Flutter kick can be quite difficult if you're new to it. So we're going to progress it each week in terms of range of motion and movement, okay? So we're only going to do a little movements for a little motion today. So our toes and our legs pointed directly up, nice and high above our hips. I'm just going to do a little movement here for 20 seconds. Now the key thing here is making sure that your legs are dead straight and there's no bend in the knee, okay? It's not really effective if you're doing that. Okay, so I'm going to do 20 seconds of that. Little movement. At that speed. You've got to really, really feel your deep core working hard to keep the legs straight here. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, our next one is our normal plank. So over the weeks we're going to just introduce some arm progressions and leg progressions, and then as we get really, really strong, arm and leg together. Okay, opposite, opposite. Okay, so this is a normal plank today. And if you're new to planks, if you're new to core work at all, you're just going to do it on your knees. Okay, just like this, extending out your arms, dead straight, okay, head right down, you still feel the benefit. If you have a bit more experience, you just take your knees off the ground. Okay, so we're going to do that for 20 seconds. The key thing is making sure that your back and your glutes and your legs are completely in line. Right, so you're better off to bring your glutes up a little bit rather than let it drop down. It's really bad form right there. So here is your perfect form. We've got 3, 2, 1, and knees down and gently up you go. Alright? Our next one is our hip bridge. So hip bridge means that we're just going to really activate our glutes, okay? And we really fire them, trigger them, make sure that they're working when we're running. So, feet are flat down on the ground, hands right down for a little bit of support. I'm just going to bring our hips right up as high as we can. At the same time, I'm tightening here, and I'm tightening my glutes as well. And down nice and slowly, again, very, very slowly. So bring it up, we're going to hold for a couple of seconds, and right down. We're going to do that twice more, so bring it right up, and squeeze your glutes, as tight as you can squeeze them, and down slowly, and one more time, bring it right up, and contract your glute muscles really, really tight, 3, 2, 1, and down, nice and easy. Okay, our next one is our narrow press up or narrow push up. So you do a little bit of upper body work as well, just make sure that our form is intact at the end of a hard session or a hard race. Okay, so narrow push up. Again, I'd probably generally do it on their knees to start with. Right, so your hands are close together. You're going to tuck your elbows right into your t-shirt, and we'll just go down nice and easy, just like that. Keep your back nice and straight, all the way down. And from the front, really tucking those elbows right in. So not like that, right in, nice and tight. Okay, so we're going to do 8 of them, and let's see what we got. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. The next one is our Russian twist. So Russian twist would really work the deep core right here, okay, right down to your hip flexors. Okay, so 2 ways to do it really. If you're new to it, you keep your feet flat on the ground like this, keep your knees together. You can sit right up, nice and straight, and you can just do a little movement like that. A little movement will do you fine because it's still working. Okay, so if you've got a little bit more experience, your feet in the air, cross it over, lean back a little more, and let's do a big circle right like that. Okay, so we'll go for 20 seconds. And make sure that you're touching the ground on both sides with your fingertips. 10 seconds. 2, 1. Okay, our next one, we're just into a normal squat. Okay, so again, we're going to progress this over weeks, but what I would say is use a wall as support and stability. Okay, so with the squatting, we want to make sure that we're not bending forward, we're not putting too much pressure on our back. So if we do a wall squat, this is way better for your form. Okay, so your back is flush against the wall like that. Just bringing out our feet a little bit more than shoulder width, and we're going to point them out so we're not putting any pressure on our knees. Okay, keep your back dead straight against the wall, hands right out. I'm just going to do 10 in a row, nice and deep. So making sure that your thighs are parallel to the ground. Okay, just at that speed, nice and slow, nice and controlled. Number 5. Breathing out on the way up. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Next one is for our calves and our soleus. So I got an injury recently in my soleus. It tore and was my own fault because I hadn't been doing any work on it over the last year or 2. So I got really good amount of volume I'm doing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just up against the wall. We're going to bend the knees like this, and we're just going to completely isolate the soleus muscle, which is that kind of little flat muscle under your calf, merging into your Achilles tendon. Okay, so we'll do that again. We're going to do 10 of these in a row. Okay, so you're in a squat position. You're bending right down. And as you can see, that the only thing I'm moving is from my heels right up to my tippy toe. That's the only thing that's moving here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm not going to neglect the main calf muscle either, so I'm going to do something similar. Again, face the wall. This time I'm going to keep the legs dead straight. So 10 of these as well. So let's lean against the wall for this support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you can just maybe notice the speed So I'm going quite quick on the way up, but nice and slow on the way down, right? So that's called an eccentric contraction and really strengthen up your calves and your soleus. So if you do any of these exercises at all, just make sure that when you're returning to your original position, it's nice and easy, nice and slow. Okay? I'm just going to finish off with some cooling down and a little bit of stretching. So again, you can kneel right down. Same idea again. We're going to kneel right back down on our heels. We'll take a big deep breath in. Breathe out. Same idea again. Big deep breath in. And out. We're going to pull one arm right across the other. We're going to change. Our triceps. Just going to stretch our neck really gently. And change. Facing right down. And up. It's good. We're going to stretch out our hamstrings. And point your toes right down towards your face. We're going to change. We're going to pull our knee into our chest, but across our body. And change. Stretch out our quads really gently as well. Just try to angle your heel right up to your glute. And change. Here we go. Big deep breath in. All the way down. Nice and easy. Back up. That's it. That's week 1. We've got 19 weeks to go, so it'll be a mix of stretching and it'll be a mix of core work. But if you do this week on week, you get stronger and you will find your running will get progressively easier in terms of just how you feel and the strength that you have at the end of a long run particularly. Just make sure you're doing it because prehab is the key if you want to be an endurance runner. Okay, thanks a million.